Okay, this thing says we're live, so we must be live. YouTube and Twitch
We are.
universe.
We are live. Hello, YouTubes. Hello, Twitch. How y'all are? Cajun Coin Hunter here. Need to change my. I need to change my name down there.
For what? For the Twitch land?
Well, from anybody, for anybody,
Uh,
I should say,
yeah. Uh,
because it's
yeah,
it's
I
at
get you
it's
here.
at Cajun instead of Cajun Coin Hunter.
Oh,
You know.
I never did change my name from Lord Emperor Fieldy. I used to do that with Scotty streams, and I just never. Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here. He's right there. Hello,
Dave,
Dave's not here.
Dave's not here. There he is. What's up, Mon ami? In fact, I
Dave's
just got
not here.
backstage as you probably when you dropped in. That's when I dropped in. I didn't have no backstage talk time hardly with Whitfield guy. Let me see if I can get a
Well, we could have, but I know you were busy.
see if I can
I mean,
get
I
a.
set it for 8. I could have set it for 8:30. I just didn't know. I didn't know you were on the phone, but you know, somebody called me early, and I said no. Somebody I used to work with. I said I'm not answering that. I don't want to talk to that person. Like, nope, lose my number. I almost walked over there today because I had to go. I had to go for someplace, and I was right there. And I said, should I just walk up in there and start yelling at these bastards? They keep calling me. I'm like, why are y'all calling me? Do you all want me to come back or something? Like, I don't get it. 3 days in a row they called me. I'm like, why y'all calling me? I might walk up in there tomorrow and say, why the hell y'all calling me? Like, what's going on here?
Who's that?
You know?
Who you
Job.
talking about?
Place. The last place I worked at. They
Oh,
called
okay.
me 3 days in a row. And I was gonna walk up in there and say, why y'all calling me? I actually picked up the phone and I went, hello, and they hung up. And I know it's their number. And they did it 3 times, 3 days in a row. Elvis may be in the building.
Hey,
Miss Missy.
there's my baby.
Well, Elvis can pop in. Yeah. I didn't block Elvis on Twitch. I told Zanron that last night. So I know the name he uses on Twitch. I can't block him on Twitch at the moment, but I'm not going to. But I'm just like, he ain't coming on my YouTube though. That's for sure. That's out of the way.
My baby.
Yeah, he would
Miss Missy.
if he would have came on Cajun stream, but of course he's hiding. But I know sooner or later he'll probably listen to this and go, "Oh, I can go on the Twitch side," and I can't do anything about that right now. But
America, what's up, Patriot?
America Silver Patriot, how you doing? They were catcalling you. Who was catcalling who?
Your job, I guess. They were catcalling you. You know, like meow
Oh,
meow,
I
or
guess
like
so. Butt
what
dolling. They
do
were
they
butt
call
dolling
that?
me.
What they call? Yeah, well, not bud dolling. What they call that when they
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap! I forget. It happened to you. Spank you or something like that.
I don't know. They ain't got no
Spanking.
reason to bother me. They ain't got no reason to fucking bother me.
You know, like fake calls. You know, just to annoy you and all that. Get you goad up.
I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna see what the. I was gonna walk over there today. I mean, I had something I had to take care of, so I was right there, and I was gonna, I might go over there tomorrow because I'm gonna go to Walmart's too far from. Well, I could walk it, but I don't want to do it. What's up, Mies? Adrian. Hello there on the Twitch side.
I
I
think
said
that's
that right. Mies Adrian.
you know
Who's that?
Adrian, don't you? You know Adrian. If that's her.
I don't know. Action donated $2.
All right. Cool deal.
Oh, you donated $2? Oh, appreciate. I know a lot of people. I don't have the Twitch side up. I only have the YouTube side up. So usually Usually it'll say cheer, or you can do action, or you can do whatever. But yeah, if you donated, I appreciate you too. I was in Kyle's Twitch stream early, and I put cheer 92,000 million, and he had voice chat on that went 09000000000. Oh shoot! Thank you for streaming. Good, it's me.
Adrian from Mike Wolf. Mike and Adrian.
Action donated 20. That's who that is? Are you sure?
Well, now that I see it's on the Twitch side instead of the YouTube side, it might not be Mike's wife. Mike Wolf. Remember Mike Wolf? They moved to Texas a while back.
Yeah, I know Mike Wolf. Yeah. Well, I follow a lot of people on Twitch, so I can never remember who's who and what's what. I'm trying to remember because I hadn't done a Twitch stream in a while. So, but hey, if you donated $20, I appreciate it.
Yeah, he does. He sure does.
That goes to the fund. It goes to some fund. I don't know what.
I forgot about that. Yeah, they got divorced a couple years ago or something.
I ain't seen Mike Wolf in a while.
Last time I saw him, I went and I was in the panel with Bradley Height. He was doing some pours and stuff, or making some necklaces or whatever. And Mike was in the panel with us. So we, we always talk. Me and Mike, I got his phone number and all that. So I hadn't talked to him in a while though. I don't know if he's got the same number. I'm at to call him. Let me see. Where's my phone? Here.
Take over for a second, Cajun. I gotta leave off the dock.
No problem. Let me see if I got Mike Wolf in here.
1 sec. I'll be right
back.
back.
He's probably on my other phone, and I forgot to put him in this one. Mike Wolf. Yeah, right here, Mike Wolf. I got a bunch of Mike Murphy up in Grand-Mamu owns a bar room. Mike Badger, Mike Murphy, Michael Kittles, Michael Chesina, which is Radio Mike on YouTube. Michael Chesina, that's his real name on YouTube. He's an electronics technician. Then we got Money Maniacs, Mike Wolf, Mike next door. I had a guy living to me next door, Mike Fontenot in Thibodeau. So yeah, I got Mike Wolf's number. I'm about to give him a shout tomorrow or something in the evening because I know he works in the daytime. He was doing carpenter work, now he's doing mechanic work. Bang Mike Wolf. Oh. David, how you been doing? And American Silver Patriot, how you been doing? I hadn't seen you in a while. In the same chat. I seen some of you were live a while back, or you uploaded something. It was in my notifications. Oh man, God they don't. Cut that damn leg off. Yeah, Mike is a good people, for sure. Damn, Adrian donated $50. Okay, well, he thanks you for that again. Oh man. Y'all don't pay no attention to me. Yeah, a while ago, I was making a lot of noise and all that and everything. Neighbor called me asking if I was all right. Heard a bunch of hooping, hollering, and all that. I said, yeah, I was just trying to get my socks on. I'm okay. Man, I guess it was that bad. Coffee goes down good. In fact, let me do this. Oh, or okay. Make sure I got that. All right, boom. Do this. Forgot to put in the real name. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Do this. All right. Now, get back on here. Oh. I tell you what, it's bad when you leaning over the table trying to type and you're trying to get back up, and all of a sudden your left leg goes out on you, and hurt like a banshee. Oh yeah, Mr. Chicklets, what's up? Yeah, sciatica. I got a bad hip too. Need a hip replacement. Uh, where the ball goes in the socket, it's nothing but grinding. Grinding like click, 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 like a rough rock inside of a barren trying to move. And that nerve is in there, connected to it some kind of way. When them clicks happen or whatever, it affects the sciatica from my lower back. I've always had a bad back, and just supposed to done had 2 surgeries on it. They called one time. I was for an appointment in Shreveport. The roads were all iced up. We had a bad ice storm, and snow and all that. And it was snow and ice. The roads were. They shut down I-49 north and south. They shut down I-49, and that's the main artery from Lafayette on up to Shreveport, and then it hits 20. Well, Shreveport, they called, and the hospital neurosurgeon's office called and said, we're going to have to cancel your appointment. Nobody could get to work. All the roads are shut down and all that. So, and the interstate was closed. So, they knew I couldn't go because I'm way south, and it was froze down here. Shreveport's North Louisiana. I'm South Louisiana. I'm only like 40 miles from the coast. I used to be right on the coast. Coast to coast. Yep, that was me. On the coast. The southern coast. And the left-hand coast.
You need to get back to that and make another appointment.
Yeah. Yeah, and they never did call back with another appointment. That's what was the thing about it. Oh. David, what you an accident? Well, Chicklets and David, America, what you been up to? Opening any penny boxes since the shutdown of the penny? Oh, I should have told Missy. She went to the bank yesterday, get some money out. I should have told her to ask if she can get a box of pennies, preferably new pennies, 2025. And that way I can have a few rows like that. I've got rows and rows and rows and rows from the 60s, 70s, got a couple of rows from the 50s, no rows from the 40s. They had a lot of bag stuff. In the 40s, they had a lot of bag. Pennies and stuff came in bags, so there wasn't a lot of rows. Yeah, you'll see advertisements on eBay. You'll see penny rolls, what they call that, non-searched penny rolls from the 40s. They didn't have many rolls from the 40s. I mean, if they did, they're going to be all the same date and brand new looking, not no old 1949, 1947, 1948, 1945, 1946, which those 2 years, 45, 46, were special pennies. Not really special, but if you know about it, it makes them a little special and you want to save them. I mean, every one of them, because the 45 and 46, and possibly some 44s, I don't know, but I do know 45 and 46, because you can tell by the color of the penny that it was made from a brass shell, artillery shell. And okay, by myself. All right, Bill guy will be back in a second. Oh, Phil guy, his phone froze up, so he's going to be calling me. I mean, he's going to be back in a minute. But anyway, the 45, 46 Lincoln pennies, Wheaties, were made out of artillery brass from ships and artillery ships that they saved, because in 1943, they stopped making the penny out of copper because they needed the copper for brass and all that for ammunition. They didn't save the little 30 cows. They didn't do that. Field guy or European? Possibly. And then he was later a Louisiana Cajun. So 45, 46, they were made out of brass from ammunition. And you can tell the color. If you got some that, are shiny, or the other, brown, you can tell the difference. Put it up against a 1952 or something, or 55, Look for 55s and hope you find a double die. Yeah. That would be nice. A little bit of lunch money right there. So anyway, David, have you been going through any boxes? Because I know a while back you had like 25 boxes, I think, of pennies that you had to search through. Oh, shit, putain. Oh, boy. No searching pen. I tell you what. Oh, man, I forgot. Damn it. I forgot to do something that I was supposed to do at the beginning of this. Excuse me. Oh man. Oh, I'm going to mute my mic next time I do that. Damn it. They probably got somebody waiting in the basement too.
Getting worse. You need to.
Oh man. Need to have that leg cut off.
Getting worse and worse.
Or deaden that nerve or whatever. Or just prescribe some
No.
I don't give a damn pills and I'll be all right. The good stuff, not the weak stuff. Missy saying no, no, no. Huh. Oh, that's my shitload seasoning. Okay, yeah, I got a shitload of seasoning. I have to show that off after a while. Made in Texas, so made in the USA. That's right. There he is. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. No, my phone cut off. I came back and I'm like, what the hell?
Froze up.
It's been doing that lately. Well, I'll tell you about the battery. Somebody's in the basement.
Yeah, battery getting hot. I don't know why your battery gets so damn hot like that.
I've had that battery warning on there for the last 2 years, and it's never went off. Yeah, sometimes it just freezes, and then like when I back out of a thing to check something, or when I back out, when I come back, it's just kind of
back out. Back out, reading the mail.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea who that was. But they were playing. They were playing the game. So.
Oh, come on.
That's all it was. Andrew 8604.
Andrew.
I'm trying to figure out who that is. I'm trying to figure out who everybody is tonight. Huh?
I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you in a second.
Oh.
It sounds very familiar, Andrew.
Yeah. Well, I don't see people for a while, so
he's just Andrew. That's his name. He comes in my live streams a lot.
Oh, okay. Long as you know him, okay.
Yeah, just Andrew. Yeah. You know, that's it. That's his name, Andrew. On YouTube, it's nothing else. It's not like Andrew the pilot, or or the gold miner, or whatever.
Oh, because I never know.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too. Yeah. Hope you had a good Christmas and all that too. I ordered something for Missy. This new thing that Amazon's got out. It's called Haul. I don't know how new it is, but it's called Haul. Haul. Like, man, I made a haul yesterday, a haul of Craftsman tools. Man. Well, Amazon, it's Haul is kind of like they trying to imitate AliExpress and Temu all in one. Okay.
They all copy each other.
You got a minimum order, $20 or $25, I forget. And and they got cheap stuff, I mean quality stuff. That's looky here. Watch this. 3-hole puncher. Paper puncher. I use it for cardboard because I got a use for this. And instead of doing it, drawing my circles, with a template and cutting them out with a hand one hole puncher, this like $6. Walmart ain't that cheap, And then, because you know you needed $25 minimum or whatever. So I saw this, and I know a guy that advertised these. You know, he reviewed them and put them to the test with power and all that. And man, he 280 capacitors, electrolytics. Okay, for four something or $5, 489 or something. Man, AliExpress ain't got stuff this cheap for that much. AliExpress is like $10 or $11, and it's not that many capacitors. Now, you know,
Well, that's like I said. They always competing against each other. Who's got the better deal? You know.
yeah, well, look, I get a box. Hell, the box is worth $4 or $5. You know, a storage box with all them. How many? Was 24? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 6. Okay, there's 30 slots in there, 30 compartments. Man, Missy does. I got boxes that I order for my parts and all that, and you know they're a little taller. And Missy does knitting, crochet, and she's got all these little thing buttons and stuff like that. So I give her a box or two. She can put all her buttons, and you know, and they're all in one spot. She ain't got to look all over the place for her stuff. You know, needles, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! And then I'm gonna get her later on. I'm gonna get her a little. I got some coming, magnet, and if those needles, if they made out of stainless, it depends on which stainless. Stainless is magnetic. I think the 340 stainless, 340 stainless is it's the procedure that makes it magnetic. But they do have stainless steel that sticks to a magnet. What I did, I had some screws I ordered that was stainless steel. I put them to the test, and they stuck to my magnet. And I told the company, I sent them in. I said, "This ain't stainless steel. It sticks to a magnet. You know what y'all got to say about that? Where my money back?" And they said, "Well, sir, please Google stainless steel 340 or whatever, and it'll tell you that it is magnetic. Certain stainless is magnetic." So I'm like, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I looked it up and all that. Sure enough, stainless steel is magnetic. Certain stainless is magnetic, and the 340 they use is magnetic. And then they got what they call like knives. It's not stainless steel. It's called stain-free steel. Stain-free. Like Dexter Russell knives. And it's carbon, but it's stain-free carbon. That's what it says. And I don't like stainless steel knife blades. I don't, man. They're hard to sharpen. And you know, if you're doing it with a regular stone by hand, it's hard to get that edge on there. When you do, it goes away fast, you know. Oh, it was pretty good.
I didn't do anything to Xmas.
Man, we had you know, some relatives.
Casio in the building. Woohoo!
Casio. Oh, on the other side. There you go.
Casio,
Yeah, I see him there. I see him on the other side. Casio, you. What's up, mon ami? We had my electronics work table here, like TVs down and stuff. I cleaned all that off. Now it's back again with, you know, all kind of other stuff, not electronic stuff, but other stuff. But we had food on that table. That table was full of food. Pecan pies. Missy made 2 pecan pies. She made a coconut cake. She made a pineapple cake with her own pineapple frosting. It's not icy. It's not sugar loaded like you buy frosting in a little tub, you know, from Betty Crocker, and it's nothing but sugar, you know. No, it wasn't that. She makes hers with real pineapple. She boils that down. She puts very little powdered sugar in it, kind of like at a thickener base. And she puts a little bit of the batter that she makes the cake with in that pineapple and stuff. And it makes a frosting that will stick to the sides of the cake. And let's see. Okay, we had a pineapple cake, coconut cake, 2 pecan pies. I forget what other pie we had. We had another pie. Pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, I forgot. And then ham, pork roast we cooked. and
Blueberry.
blueberry bread cake.
Blueberry.
It was kind of like, think of a bundt cake, a round cake with that hole in the middle. The texture of that cake. Think of that cake but in blueberry in a loaf pan. Okay. Yeah, and that's homemade, Andrew. Missy does homemade from scratch. Yeah, buddy. And the coconut
I
she
ate
made
some.
from scratch. She got coconut in the bag, and
I ate
I
some
forget how
pumpkin
she did
pie.
it.
I went to
like
my
pumpkin
neighbor's
pie.
house. I went to my neighbor's house and she had some pumpkin pie and I ate some turkey and stuff. But my mom didn't feel like cooking. That's all I did. I didn't get anything. I didn't give anything. I haven't done that for the last couple of years.
We had rice dressing, potato salad. Yeah, potato salad. I'd have been good with deviled eggs. I'd have been happy with that. But
I ate deviled eggs a few days ago.
Cool deal. And I forget what else we had. Man, like I said, the table was full and the stove was full of pots, with the ham, the rice dressing, the potato salad, that was on the table. Pot of rice dressing, that was on the stove. Cajun rice dressing. If y'all ever ate at Popeyes, somewhere out in Minnesota, or I don't know why I said that, Iowa, Ohio, if y'all ever ate at Popeyes and had what they call the dirty rice, or they might say rice dressing, our rice dressing in Louisiana is 100 times better than that. Oh yeah, Andrew, I've had yeah, but that's in the freezer. We just froze the cabbage and black eyes. So like New Year's Day, you eat cabbage and black eyes, luck and prosperity, money. Like cabbage is green, so that's your money. Black eyes is luck, prosperity. We didn't eat that one year. And that's when the engine in the Jeep went out, and we've been on foot for 3 years. So we did, we couldn't have it. Everything was iced up, and the stores didn't have cabbage. So, oh well. So that year I didn't have cabbage and black eyes, and everything went to shit. Went downhill with the vehicles. So, anyhow, I was eating on cabbage and black eyes for 4 days. I ate 5 plates of cabbage and black eyes in 4 days. And then we finally, froze that. And then the day after, I forgot it was froze, and I announced from live I was going to get me some cabbage and rice and black eyes. And Missy said, well, I'm going to have to take them out of the freezer. I'm like, oh, well, no, never mind. I forgot you froze them. So what else we had? Trying to think. Missy's watching from her little tablet, G-pad or whatever.
I spilled some coffee in my mattress. I'm trying to clean it up.
Walmart pad, but it's from Amazon. It's
staying too much.
Lenovo or something. I forget. Anyway, it's a good pad. She had one that was pretty damn good. It was a little slow, but I didn't disable all the apps in there, that bloatware or whatever.
Yeah. All right, I gotta throw this away.
And then Johnny was here Christmas Day. We exchanged presents and all that. And he got me a shirt. It said American made, a flag, and then a little star and all that on the bottom. Made in America, and on the back, made in USA and all that. But he got it from Walmart, I think. So I'm like, I didn't know Walmart had made in America stuff anymore. China Mart, but it used to be all American products in Walmart. If you went to a store that had Wall, Star, Mart, a star, 5-sided, 5-pointed star in between Walmart, everything was American made in that store. That was years ago, before Sam Walton died. Before he died.
Yeah.
Now that some of the major shareholders or doctors and lawyers, well, they looking at that bottom line, profit. So they order from China.
Oh, yeah,
Then
that's what
she
they always
needed
do.
something. She needed some locating tags, which that has to do in knitting and crochet. Like if you're making a vest or something, well, you got to locate
Mm-hmm.
like for the arm. Okay, you got to put locating tags because you can't do it. No, hardly nobody can do it. And Missy is one of the best crocheters out there, everywhere. So we went to Walmart. Johnny needed to go. This was a while back when Johnny was on foot, and when we had a vehicle. And so we went over there to Walmart because we went for a reason. I don't go to Walmart unless I need office supplies or something that my local office supply a few blocks away doesn't have. If they don't have it, then I go to Walmart. But I shop local
It's like a
first.
last ditch, yeah. I'm like that too, last ditch. Walmart's down the
Yeah,
street. I
last
usually
ditch effort,
DoorDash.
yeah.
I'll do Rouse's or I'll do Aldi before I do Walmart. But I have a few $25 gift cards that I got to use for Walmart, and I can't
Yeah.
put them online because they won't
Oh,
let me. So I have to go in there and use them. So I might do that tomorrow. But I rarely step foot in Walmart. Elderberry, what's going on?
What's happening? That's how you do it. And Andrew said,
You're in the stream. You're in the stream.
watch something LU for rain between tomorrow and Friday. Okay. Probably watch out. Well, anyhow, so we went to Walmart and they had some tags and all that, but they had a little kit, tags and something else. There was only like 10 tags in there, but you need more than that sometimes. So I says I can get that cheaper on AliExpress. So sure enough, man, I go on AliExpress, same brand as the Walmart brand, same brand, triple the stuff that Walmart had. Walmart wanted $16 for that kit, I think, and I got everything in that kit tripled. Okay, way more stuff, more diameter needles, and all that, and everything in this nice case and all that for $8.
Ain't too bad.
I'm gonna buy a China, like I said, Walmart. If I'm gonna buy a China, I might as well get it from the place Walmart's getting it, China.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Scotty started streaming last night.
Yeah, watch out for rain. Yeah, I thought you had meant that, Andrew.
It's not supposed to rain here tomorrow. It's supposed to snow on Friday, though.
Yeah, between
There's
tomorrow
80%
and
chance Friday. Tomorrow should be good. Well, I'm gonna go walking tomorrow, so hopefully it don't rain. But they said it's not too bad here. But
Thursday night.
I don't buy from any of them because I don't like to spend money.
Early Thursday in the morning. Let me click on that.
Well,
I can
watch
get
it now.
I can get the hour
Do it
by
tomorrow.
hour thing on my phone. Okay. Friday the 9th. Okay. Thursday the 8th. 79. Thursday night rain. Yeah, it does say night. Okay. And
They might have updated it. 'Cause
Friday-
earlier they said Friday morning.
Friday might be storming. So yeah, Thursday night coincides with Friday. So
But you know how they always push it back. They always push
Yeah.
it back. If they say
Yeah.
Thursday night, it'll be Friday morning. That's just
So-
how it is. They never.
They got this colorblind.
One of the weathercasters. She's retiring. Well, she just had a kid like 2 years ago, so she's retiring. She was she had been with WWO for 13 years, so she's going to be a stay-at-home mom because she's got a 2-year-old.
She was doing the weather news or whatever while she was pregnant. They put her on. You see a big old belly. I'm like, damn girl, you fixing to pop.
Mm-hmm. They do that.
Well, anyway,
Margaret Orr was
Thursday
pregnant.
night,
That's
Friday,
like
daytime. So yeah, it's going mouillé.
Mm.
Yeah, mouillé on call. Elderberry said, I hope we get rain up here in Missouri. I've been in a drought since last spring. Ponds are drying up. Wow.
It didn't
Andrew
rain
said,
here
I've
for
been
about
dropping
what 6
last
weeks, and then it
June
rained
in
like for a week straight.
Greenville, South
You know,
Carolina.
we got a saying in Louisiana: if you don't like the weather, wait a day, it'll change.
Yeah, wait a few hours, it'll change. Yeah.
Wait a couple of wait a couple hours. You know, it went from what was it last week in the 20s to low. Now, last night around this time it was 68 degrees. I went walking this morning at 10 o'clock in the morning. It was 76. They had a breeze, but I was sweating my ass off. And I only went I went down the street. I went to, I had an interview thing. So I went over for that right down the street. And I'm sweating my ass off. I came home and I was soaking wet. I had to jump in the shower. And it ain't even half a mile I walked. Probably less than 0.3, 0.4, not even half a mile. And I was sweating. But I lost a few pounds. So I could, I got to lose a few more. But
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, these, when I start making some little blinky LED lights for holidays or whatever, I got some green ones. I'm gonna. That's in what, March is St. Patty's Day in March. I've got a few circuits that I got saved, and I can do some green LEDs. Like green and yellow. I've got green and yellow. Do some blinky things and put it in a little glass thing, and put that on the top of the TV, and people can see that at night blinking through the window. But I'm going to use these cheap caps instead of my good audio. Rubicon, Nichicon, Panasonic. Those caps are expensive. Because that's for audio. Stereos, home stereos and audiophiles, people that listen to that music on that stereo, they know what it's supposed to sound like. So if you use cheap caps in there, they'll know it. They will know it.
Their ear tunes to it, yeah.
Yeah, they got a good ear. Yeah, I was going to mention that, and I sidetracked myself.
We had a heat dome over us for like a month or so a few months ago, and it was just like sitting right over us, and it didn't rain for like what, I don't know, 6 weeks or something. We didn't get any damn rain, and all of a sudden it rained like probably 6 days in a row by me. So I mean, it's it was in the 30s, the low 20s last week. Now we're back up to 60s, and 78 is the high. So, I mean, the weather changes down here too much. I think they said next week and a week after we're supposed to get another winter chill. So, hey, maybe it'll snow again. That'd be 2 years in a row. That'd be a record.
There's Gleason.
Gleason News in the building. How you doing?
I sent him an
Nothing's
email.
normal anymore. Well, the magnetic poles are slowly shifting.
Yeah, North Pole
one day in the future,
moving big time. You can see
One
where it
day in the
was.
future.
You got a site you can go to. It shows where
it
it
always
was
moves.
and where it's at
Rotation of the Earth.
now. Because it was up in north of us to north. Well, naturally it's going to be north of us. It's the North Pole.
Well,
But
one day the south is going to be freezing.
On land at one time up in Canada, that part of Canada, it was up there. Now I think it's in the open sea. Check it.
I mean, one day it's going to be freezing, the next day it's going to be not. I mean, the north is going to be 110 degrees, and the south is going to be freezing. But
we heard about they seized 2 oil tankers coming out of Venezuela heading toward that direction.
We're supposed to be getting 30 to 50 million oil tanker, 30 to 50 million barrels of oil from Venezuela. They said it would profit the U.S. I think like $5 billion. So,
man. Okay, I got to get some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. But buy oil, it's available. Nah, I don't need oil for anything, otherwise I'd buy it. But the U.S. has always had
oil for your door hinges.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go lean off the dock.
Well, U.S. is in control of Venezuela pretty much right now, so you know. But
Something like that.
I spilled coffee on my damn mattress. I'm like, man, I gotta have a spilling shit ever. I've only had this mattress like 2 years, and I got like 15 spills on it. I don't know. There's got to be a way to clean it better. I'm just gonna have to switch sides. My old mattress, I when I moved, I threw that sucker out. My next door neighbor took it. I put it on the damn curb. I went to use the bathroom. About 5 minutes later, I come back. It was gone. I'm like, who the hell takes a used mattress? I had that mattress for 20 years. I mean, I certainly wouldn't take a used mattress, but I don't know. I guess I had a good year so far. I mean, I'm still alive. Nothing bad has happened, but we'll see. You know, it's Mardi Gras season, so Mardi Gras is pretty early this year. I think it's February 17th. That's pretty damn early. They had a parade today. The parades are starting already. Usually they start on like a Friday, but you know, I really don't have any money to invest in anything right now. I wish I could. I mean, I'm starting to try to buy and flip stuff, and you know. I mean, right now I'm kind of focused on two things really: getting me a better job or another job, and then, you know, trying to get a cheaper place, because this place is just choking me to death. And I got put in this situation. I got put in a situation where I knew I couldn't deal with it, and I got stuck with it. And now I'm still stuck with it, and I can't deal with it. So, I'm trying to get some money together so I can get me a damn place of my own or something. But I've been trying for 20 years to do that shit. Every time I get money saved up, it disappears. It ain't because I'm spending it. It's just somebody else is spending it. You know. I mean, shit, all the people out there that owe me money, I could have 20 grand right now. That's how much people owe me that I'll never see again. And just like, man, I couldn't. I had stock. Years ago, I had stock in Walmart. But when I got fired from Walmart, they cashed it all out for me. I had like 47 shares at whatever. I think it was $50 at the time. And they wouldn't let me keep it. They wouldn't let me invest in it. They cashed it out for me and sent me a check. I said, no, I want to let it run. And they said, nope. But Congress puts their money in the ice chest. You know, like melted Barbie doll. She sticks it in the freezer. You know? Walsh hands it to the Somalians.
Oh yeah, I had a good New Year day there, Gleason. Is my audio all right?
Money, I'll invest it. I'm thinking of just starting to GoFundMe. You know, they had a GoFundMe for Mickey Rourke. Okay. First, somebody made a GoFundMe because he got evicted from his LA house. He owed like $50,000 in rent or some shit. I don't know. Some weird ass number. Big ass number, whatever it was. And supposedly he approved the GoFundMe. Well, they raised over 150 grand. Well, he made a viral video. He goes, I'm embarrassed. I do not want y'all's money. I am not accepting y'all's money. This is his hardcore fans donating, wanting to give him money. He goes, I am embarrassed. I will not take your people's money. He goes, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. And I'm like, they're trying to help this guy. And he turns it down. He's renting he's in a hotel room or something, but they trying to help this man out. These celebrities get spoiled. And he goes, I will not touch it. He goes, in fact, I will find out who donated and I will personally give their money back.
Well, if he wouldn't have spent all all that money on plastic surgery on his face and all that, he'd have some extra
Yeah.
money.
Looks like a damn. He looks like a damn ugly woman. But yeah, he owed like 50. I think it was $50,000 in rent. I'm like, where the hell you living? You know,
There was
apparently he's got enough money to get a hotel or something. But
there was somebody that was in the news, and he was with his wife. I forget who the guy is, musician or something, or whatever. But anyway, he was in the news, and his wife was with him, and that's Sharon Stone. Okay, and I had to look up to see who the hell it was because she looks like a cat. You know, I can tell she had plastic surgery. And I didn't know who it was because she was like unrecognizable. You know, she looked like a cat. Like all actresses or all women that do maybe one plastic surgery on something, but like not a handful like she had. And it makes the cheeks swell up, makes the eyes do that, and they look like a big old fat cat, you know. And I forget who Sharon Stone's husband is, but
he owed 3 years of rent.
Mickey
How the hell did he
Rourke.
not get evicted too?
I thought he had his own house or something. I thought he was.
He did. He got evicted from it. He got evicted from it
because of taxes.
They said he owed like he owed like $50,000. It wasn't taxes. He never paid his damn rent.
Oh, no, I'm talking about his house, his own house that he had, bought and paid for or whatever. I thought it was taxes. No,
I don't know. They said for the story I read was he got evicted. So I don't know. I guess he was renting it. I guess it wasn't his house. So I don't know.
Well,
or maybe he was putting a mortgage on it. I have no idea. Why does he need a 5-bedroom house to live by himself? See, these celebrities, that's why I don't feel bad for celebrities. And then they got people out there that's his fans who are stupid enough to donate to cover his ass. And then he goes, no, I don't want y'all's money. I'm disappointed in y'all. I'm ashamed. I am not taking y'all's money. I'm above y'all. I'm like, that's right then and there. You try to help people. I'm going to start a GoFundMe for myself. I'm going to be like, hey, I'm out of work. I'm not a celebrity. Donate money to me. I'm not too proud to take it. Hand it over. Right?
Wait, it's not Sharon Stone. It's not Sharon Stone that I'm thinking of. It's somebody else. Shannon Tweed. Shannon Tweed. That's who I'm thinking about. That had the makeup on.
Oh. Well, Shannon Tweed's damn near 70 years old. Well, she's in her 60s at least.
Oh,
she's old. She's married
old,
Gene Simmons.
She's old. Yeah, Gene Simmons. Okay, I know the musician. 68. Oh, I thought she was older than that. She's same age as Johnny Beth. Born almost the same day. Born the same year, almost the same day as Johnny Beth. She's born March 10, 1957. The day of Hurricane Andrew. She played on an episode of she played on an episode of Married with Children. Al Bundy. He had photographs of her nude in the hot tub with somebody else. And he was gonna, like get some money for him and all that. Then she came to Al Bundy's house. And she was sweet talking him and all that. He gave her the pictures and all that and supposed to give him some money and stuff. She just said, bye, sucker. And then there was a cloud, one little rain cloud raining on him.
Yeah, that's how it always is.
And you could hear the weatherman saying, the bright sunshiny days in the city today, except for one little spot, black cloud raining over one part of town. Al Bundy's like, yep, that's me. So yeah,
all the time.
But yeah, she looks like a cat now.
They got the money to do that shit,
that plastic surgery. And if Mickey Rourke wouldn't have had that, which I don't think is that much money, like $1 million, it's probably like $20,000-$30,000. You
He
know.
looks like a damn woman with makeup on. That's what he looks like. I'm like, nah, it's just
Well, that's
when he was moving.
because of the surgery,
Yeah,
plastic
he's
surgery.
talking about how embarrassed he is of people sending him money. Really, that's a slap to all them people. That's a slap to all his fans donating all that money. He said, I'm gonna make sure they get all their money back. Well, they're not gonna get all their money back because with GoFundMe they charge like 7% or some shit, so they're not gonna get all of it back. But that's why you don't donate to celebrities. Donate to real people. Donate to me. Donate to Cajun. Hell, we need the money. Shit,
Yeah,
celebrities
yeah.
don't need. Celebrities
Hell
don't
yeah.
need the money. Shit, it's their own fault. $50,000 rent. They can't. It took them 3 years. Shit. If I didn't pay my rent for 1 month, I'd be gone. 3 years. Shit. That's insane. He could have been a squatter, because they can't. Squatter rights. You can squat in a property, and you have to go through so much red tape that it literally takes 2 or 3 years to kick you out. He may have been a squatter. You never know.
Yeah.
I read somewhere, I forget what state it was. This lady owns a property. She was trying to get these people out for the last 2 or 3 years. And you got to go through so much shit. She just said, screw it. She just moved in. She was going to move in 3 years ago or whatever it was. She moved in. She told the people, I'm moving in. She goes, y'all take that room. I'm taking this. She goes, it's my house. I can't kick you out, so y'all can have that side. I'll take that side. Squatters' rights. They have more rights than actual renters. I mean, hell.
Yeah.
There was somebody in my old neighborhood that pulled that. They were living in someone's,
up in the
they won't do it. The ramifications, nobody will touch it. Yeah.
Detroit. Wait, they had a woman not long ago. They had a big old thing about this renter. She got a B&B, bed and breakfast, or B&B Airbnb.
Yeah.
For like 1 month. Okay. She paid her 1 month, up forward, like you're supposed to do. You don't pay back, pay on the backside, you pay up front. But she didn't move out. She didn't move out. She went over there to, clean up the B&B, the owner, and the people were still in there. She's like, what y'all doing here? They says, oh, we renting it. This is our flat. We renting it from you. Like, no, your month is up. And it says, no, we had an oral agreement about that we could stay another month or whatever. And then she got the cops involved and all. They said, hey, you're gonna have hell getting rid of her. And then they did a history on her with all these other places. She did the same thing. And tore the other places up, her kids, all that. And finally, after I forget a year or two or a year or something, she went in front of a judge and they had all this evidence against her. They said, okay, she's out. She's leaving, and then other judges before that said, oh, no, she's got all her legal rights to be there and all that. No, she don't. She ain't got no receipts for the payments or anything. She got one receipt for the month that she was supposed to be there and then, get out and go back to her house after, the carpenters were remodeling it because of a fire. Well, they never did move back in that house. They never did have that. They had it at one time. It did catch fire, but they got evicted. They're not going back after they caused the fire in somebody else's house that they were leasing. So they didn't have. So man, it was a big rigmarole and all that crap.
Yeah, that's what my brother does. He manages a bunch of B&Bs in Ohio. I think like 7 or 8 of them. Somebody tried to do that to him one time, and he said, "Nope, He got him out the house. The cop said, "No, you can't move him out." He goes, "Watch me." He took a shotgun. He goes, "You have two choices. You can come out of here alive, or you come out of here dead. You getting out of here right now." And he got him out. And then they sued him, this and that. He goes, "What you gonna sue me for? I ain't got no money." "How you gonna sue me? I'm broke." "Good luck." "Well, I'm gonna take your B&Bs." He goes, "It ain't mine." They fail to realize he's the manager. He's not the owner of the B&Bs. He goes, "Pfft." He lives there. He lives in one of them, so he lives there. He lives rent free in one of them, and then they pay him a salary for managing the other one. But they were suing him, and they go, "We'll take your B&Bs from you." He's like, "I don't know. I just work here." And that was 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't know what happened because I haven't talked to him about a while. But yeah, they squatters' rights. In my old neighborhood, there was this house, abandoned house, right down the street, and they were doing all the drugs and shit in it. And they went in there for 4 or 5 years, and they could not get them out. Same thing, because one judge said yes. They appealed it to a higher judge. The other judge said, "Oh no, they have rights. They have to have shelter." You know that some of these judges are crazy.
You ever seen that movie Pacific Heights? Pacific, like the Pacific Ocean. Pacific Heights. It was in California. The movie was set in California, and Michael Keaton was one of the stars in it. It was Michael Keaton. I forget the girl.
I don't think that's
that was renting their house out that they just remodeled. They rented it out to Michael Keaton, and after the first, and then he paid. I don't know even if he paid. I know he paid something, and like security deposit or something, and then have the rent or something. He said he was getting money and like 2 weeks for something and all blah blah. And they couldn't get him out, and he tore that brand new house up. I mean, he tore it up. When they finally got him out, and then they remodeled it again, Michael Keaton went back to kill the woman, the owner of the house. Well, I think she got him with a nail gun. Pop, 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 pop. Right in the brain.
Yeah, it's sort of like, it sounds sort of like almost like a Misery kind of theme movie.
Well, Misery with that woman, Kate or Kathy Bates. Yeah, she held that guy hostage. That Arthur, I think it was Michael Caine or something. Wait, Kahn. Michael Kahn, something Kahn. That was the guy in the movie. Michael Kahn, something like that.
Jimmy Kahn.
I don't know if his name's Michael. Probably something. James Kahn. James.
Yeah, James Kahn. Yeah. I think that was him in the movie.
It was.
Right. Yeah, he was.
She hobbled him. Man, she hobbled him. You know, she put a 4x4 in between his ankles, and then she, boom, with a sledgehammer, hit his foot on both sides and broke his ankles like that, and he couldn't walk. Hobbled him. Man, cool. When I saw that, I mean, it looked real. When I saw that, my stomach dropped down to my feet. Like, damn.
I hadn't seen that movie in years.
And then she killed the sheriff.
Told a funny joke.
Yeah, I saw that. I tried to remarry my ex-wife, but she wouldn't do it. She knew all I wanted, all I was after was my money. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Moral of the story. That's why I'm never getting married.
Yeah, my cousin, he was married, this was years and years ago, to one lady. Then they got divorced after a few years, and then he remarried another woman, and she was way younger than him. She was a teenager. And he was like, I don't know, 28, 29 or something. Well, they had a couple kids and 3 kids. And then stayed married for a long time, and then eventually they got divorced, and then she tried to take his property and his house, and the judge said no. he had that all of that before he met you, and all that. And then she was like, "Well, I lived with him for something." I said, "No, you was a housewife. You didn't have a job, nothing like that. You didn't contribute to none of the bills, so you were just a housewife." So anyway, all land and property is for the owner, and said his name. So his first wife, they had kind of got back together, seeing each other and tapping that, and then she said, "Well, why don't you put the house in my name? That way you ain't got to worry about that." Well, he put the house, and they were drinking. Anyway, he put the house in her name and the land. And guess what?
Stupid thing to do.
She kicked him out right away. When they got back to the house, she kicked him out, saying, "This is my shit. Get out."
Yeah. That's why you never do it.
And it stuck too. I mean, he tried to go to court and all that. No, couldn't do nothing. It was hers, flat out.
I would have told the second ex-wife, "Hey, guess what? You want the house? You got to go argue with her now. Good luck."
Yeah.
Y'all two, do that. Never put anybody's property in anybody else's name. Never.
And her so on, and then her mom, they moved the trailer house, a mobile home, big like a double wide or something. I forget how wide it was, 16 wide or 18 wide, whatever. Big old mobile home on the property, on the edge of the property. It was a little ways from the house, but anyway, and she lived in there. Well, I tell you what, it was something else, man. And then they got back together and stuff like that. Then I heard he got shot and killed in Lafayette. And so, but anyway, I don't know what's up now with all that situation. So, but that was a long time ago.
All them people might be dead by now. Yeah. Man. Yeah, I must be doing something right. I got 5 people holding in here.
Oh, that'll work. That'll work.
Yeah.
Is Gleason still here?
Maybe. I have no idea.
Okay.
Gleason, you are summoned by Mr. Cajun Coin Hunter to appear and speak in the chat.
Elder Bear's got that eyeball out for you. That's right. Keeping an eye out for you. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I just got a notification that Scotty went live. It said Facebook, but he's probably not on YouTube and this or that. But I'm still doing my stream for a while because I got 5 people in here. So
somebody left somebody made a comment earlier saying it looks like Scotty's back on again. Let me see, where's that at?
Yeah, that was Elderberry.
What you want? What my baby want? What?
Johnny's here.
Did you hear it? Maybe you heard it?
Yeah, Scotty was on YouTube last night, and I missed him. And I did my stream to about 11 o'clock. And then when I got off my stream, I checked it. I was like, oh, man. He's been doing Facebook, but last night he's starting to get into the YouTube again. And, so but he didn't have the StreamYards, I don't think, set up. Yeah, I had to stop kind of watching for a while because of all the stuff going on with, so, yeah, I had to stop. I called him a few weeks ago, and I talked to him for about 15 minutes or so, and, but I'm still going to pop in from time to time when I'm not doing my stream because I usually do a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday stream. That's usually how I got my, set up. But I didn't go on Facebook for the longest time because it was just too, it was just too much. And I don't usually go on Facebook stream because they put your name out there and shit, and, But and that's another thing. When I saw Nick Molnar in the chat, I got to tell him again. I've told him 3 times over the past several years, stop saying my name in chat. He don't listen to me. He keeps doing it. Stop saying it. Just because you know it, don't keep spamming it. He spammed it in several people's chats.
I never saw him put your name in there. I didn't see it anyway.
He did it. He did it in somebody else's stream. And I told him about it, and he goes, it's not a big deal. I use my name on chat because it's my business. And I said, yeah, if I wanted my name in chat, I would have used it as a screen name. I said, dude, I've asked him 3 times to stop doing it. He keeps doing it. So he's going to be on the block list next if he does it again. Because people, they don't listen to me. They just go on people's streams. They don't listen to what. Seriously, if I went in someone's stream and they said, don't do that, you think I'd keep doing it? No. And then he don't even spell it right in the first place. But, you know, just one time I want a giveaway from him. But still, I'm just like, you know, just don't throw it out there like that. I hate that. And I told him 3 times in the past 5 years, stop doing it. He does it anyway. He's like, it's not a big deal. I'm going to do it if I want to. All right, well, you know, Rufus. Who's Rufus? Rufus? No. But
Rufus is Amazon. Hey, Rufus, you know, ask Rufus something on Amazon if they got certain product. Do y'all have this in stock? You know, sell this, and then Rufus will say, no, we don't, but one of our stores on the platform does.
Probably talking about me. What Nick Molnar was saying. I don't have no problems with him. It's just stop throwing my info out in public. I keep telling him that, he don't listen. Just because, well, my name's out there, it's my business. I'm glad your name's out there, but don't put mine out there. It's a simple request. And he does it anyway. I'm just like, all right, whatever, man. That's fine. That's perfectly okay. You'll be the next member on the block list if you know. I'm gonna get to the point where if people stop, they don't listen to me. I'm just, you know, it's just crazy. Oh, he owed you a painting? Well, oh wait, yeah, I showed this yesterday to Scott Allen, and I've shown this to Scotty before. Oh, where did I buried it. Hold on, I had it right here. It is. Yeah, you want a picture of Scotty? I'll give you the best picture of Scotty I can give you. Oh wait, I gotta change my camera around because it's got me point. It's in the opposite direction. You don't want to see my ugly face. Let's see. Facing back.
What are you doing?
Come on, phone. You can do it. My channel name. Yeah, well, you got your name out there. Yeah, it's fine. But, you know, when I tell people don't, just because you know my first name doesn't mean you can throw it in everybody's chat. I don't like that. I told him I don't like that. He does it anyway. You know, just there's certain people out there that are going to do what they want. You know, it is what it is. I'm just,
I know your first name, but I'll be damned if I can spit it out right now. I didn't forgot it.
He's done that in multiple chats, and I told him, please stop doing that. And he emailed me. He goes, I don't know why it's a big deal. I use my name for my business. I don't know why. He goes, if you can't use your name, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. Okay. Then why, like the last time you were on my chat, he goes, okay, bye, David, bye, Cajun. And then he uses my name. And I go, well, how come you didn't put Cajun's real name out there? I'm sure you know his real name. You know, I just, you know. But
yeah, you
he
want
just
to keep your privacy, you know, to yourself. You want to be.
He doesn't respect it. That's all. I'm gonna have to block him. He just doesn't. I've asked him 3 times. He just keeps doing it. He just ignores me and keeps doing it. So that's fine. I'm just gonna have to put him on the block.
Damn, where'd that come from?
Hell no. Look, that's Scotty. There's your painting, Elderberry. That I showed it to Scott Allen last night. Tell me that's not 100%. And I've shown Scotty this before. That's Santa Claus from 2002. It's a Topps all of Santa. Yeah, it's from a Top set, but I've showed him this 1952 kind of card, I believe it is. But that's Scotty to the T. That's what he. Yeah. So
I gotta get some more coffee. Be back in a minute. Actually,
yeah.
I'm hungry. I hadn't ate all.
I was going to sell him this card. I know. He's like, oh, can I have it? And I said, I'll sell it to you for a couple dollars, like $10 or something, because it's going to cost me $10 to get another one. And he was like, okay. And I never got, never really agreed on that. But yeah, it looks just like him. Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago, I sent him a post on Facebook and he tagged me in it. That's why I don't go on the Facebook page also, because I got my name on my Facebook, but I use my Saints name. And I remember I went in Kenny KB stream. Why don't you use your name? You gotta hide behind. I'm like, no, don't tell me what the hell to do, bro. You got rules in your chat, that's fine. I just won't go in the chat. But yeah, Cajun's got the mocha chocolate. I don't know. He got some coffee over that way. Where he's standing at, that's the coffee center. I got some Starbucks, little Starbucks things. That's the vanilla ones. The ones I might get some more tomorrow if it don't rain. I mean, I was out and about today, and I was right there. I should have. I was thinking about it, walking over there to Dollar Tree and getting me some. But yeah, that whole situation over that way, that was out of left field. That was totally out of left field. But I was telling Scott Allen yesterday when he was in here, I was messing around. I said, you did know. And I apparently nobody knew this. I don't know how nobody knew this. I must be the only person that known other than Rocky that actually knew this, apparently. Because I kept getting targeted for this. That at one point Rainey had an OnlyFans account. And I kept getting hit with the whole, oh, do you want to buy the pictures? Do you want to buy the pictures? Do you want to buy? Why the ass do I want to spend money on naked women? I can see naked women for free. I'm not paying $15 to see boobies. I can see that for free online. That's and I told Scott Allen last night about that. I said, well, the Twitter page is still up. There's like 1 or 2 pictures on there, or there was one. I said, I think that's still up. But the OnlyFans page got taken down. She took it down when she started doing that camping stuff. But the pictures are out there floating somewhere. I'm sure Scotty's got them. Them pictures are out there. So I never did like her ass. She blocked me on Facebook and Instagram because I commented on one of her pictures, and she didn't like my comment. Whoop-de-lottie freaking duh. I'm like, I don't care. But they say till death do us part. Yeah. When the tough got going, she went, see, bitch, out the door. I told Scotty that when I talked to him a couple of weeks ago. I said, I know it's none of my business, but A, B, C, D. And I started spouting off some stuff. And, he kind of agreed and kind of didn't agree. I totally get it. I don't talk about anybody's stuff. I try not to. But, yeah, all of that stuff that was going on and this and that, it's just a terrible time to cut somebody out like that. Just, But it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. But one of these days, I'm going to get Scotty on my stream like I did 3. It's been almost 4 years since Scotty's been on my stream. And I'm going to get him on here. And I don't know. I guess I don't know who's going to come on here because most of the people that watch them don't really watch them that much anymore. Most of them disappeared. I mean, Steph disappeared off the face of the earth. I can't get a hold of her. She just got. Yeah, a lot of them disappeared. Every once in a while, somebody will pop in my chat. I ain't seen them 2 or 3 years, and I go, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" You know. Get the coffee. My mom drinks that mushroom
On the street.
coffee, and I said, I like mushrooms and I like coffee, but mushrooms is not coffee. I'm sorry. Coffee is coffee from a coffee bean, not a mushroom. So I can't drink that. I tried it once. I spit it out. I said, "This is not coffee. I'm drinking a mushroom."
Mushrooms are healthy for you.
I
Well,
eat it, but I don't want to drink
fats.
the coffee.
And I got a taste for it. So, well, you know what? I can do that. I can do that. Give me a couple of, a big one cut in half. Yeah, I'm fixing to eat. I'm starving. But Missy cooked the chuck roast last night in the gravy. Oh man, that was so
right
good.
over.
Johnny was here, and everybody ate. The little dog ate too. My little long-haired Chiwi.
Yeah. Well, I remember you said you were going to sleep. You were going to take a nap after 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, after me and Johnny ate. Yeah. In fact, Wayne wasn't there. Johnny fixed his plate, and I was waiting to fix mine. But Wayne was downstairs or something. I don't know. He wasn't. His thing was up. It was me and his avatar. Well, I was waiting on him, and I said, "Well, I got to fix my plate." So I told everybody bye and stuff, and then
I left as soon as you left.
When me and Johnny finished eating, when we finished eating, Johnny, we talked for just a couple minutes, and I said, "Well, I'm going to bed," and he said, "All right, I'll check y'all later." So he left.
Jeep and John came in my stream. Jeep and John came in my stream last night, and he goes, "Where's Cajun?" I said, "He is out for the night." I said, "He ate a bunch of roast, and he is in dreamland, and I'm not waking him up." Because I did like 2.5 hours.
You wouldn't have woke me up anyway. A text, that wouldn't have woke me up.
I'd be like, "Let me ring him." Ring. Nope, he's out. He's dead to the world, folks. But yeah, Rainey's got that. Her face, I don't know. She's just got the boobs. That's all. But Scotty's wife, ex-wife.
I don't know her.
No, you won't, because she don't do YouTube or any other platform. You'll never see her on here. I actually wish she would come on my channel. I'd call her up in 5 minutes. But with all the shit that Scotty went through, and then got his leg chopped off, all this shit, and then she pulls, "Oh, here's the divorce card." Really? That's just that's just a lot of BS on that account. But yeah. But Scotty said she didn't want any of the money and stuff like that. Because you honestly know, she could have claimed his YouTube, took all of that, 50% this, 50 this, 50 that, 50 this. I'm just like, I don't understand why you got all those rights and everything. I never understand it. But, it's crazy.
Oh, that's enough.
You still wasting all them moans. All of them moans are getting wasted. But yeah, beauty is blonde, as they say. Like justice is blonde. That's the same thing with beauty. You get attached, and who knows? Probably she didn't like him being on YouTube at all. Period. That's why he stopped doing 5 days. He was doing 6 days, then he went down to 3 days, then he was doing 2 days. He was only making like maybe $200 a month on YouTube. He wasn't hit the farm. But still, she didn't want him doing YouTube, and that's why he stopped for a while. She was out of work for a long time. I don't know how the hell, I said this to Scott Allen last night. I said, I don't know how she got a job at O'Reilly's. And Scott goes, boobs. Giant bread.
Yeah, Lanyap Extra, Evangeline made right there in Lafayette. They make Wonder Bread. They make what's the other bread?
Yeah.
The local breads. Wonder. They make the breads for the God dog it, the Walmart bread. That's all done by Evangeline May.
Well, what you held up, I've never seen before, but I know what you're talking about with the other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, this been Evangeline May's been in Lafayette, and they always got that they got a saying, stays fresh longer, which it does. Yeah, a buddy of mine he's from Baton Rouge originally. He's an Oakland, and they got Oakland Lane, Oakland Street. They got an area called Oakland, Baton Rouge, South Baton Rouge. But below 12. Well, anyway, he said he had bought some last time he was down here, but he bought a house and Mom moved, so he's here permanently now. But this was like a year and a half ago or so, 2 years ago. Said he had bought some bread in his camper. He was in Lafayette. His camper was in Lafayette. And he went back to Arizona because he's living there, sold his house and property to his grandkids, and then bought a house down here and all that. Anyway, it was in his camper, and it was like a month, that he hadn't been back. And he said, I'll be damned, but that bread wasn't still good. I'm like, yeah, that's their pride saying, Evangeline May stays fresh longer.
Oh, yeah. Bread's good. Bread stays good for a while. And even if it gets moldy, just put the damn mold off. You can still eat it.
That's what I do.
I did that too. Shit. I had some
but
bread.
We don't have bread. We don't have bread long enough to get molded. It don't last.
I had a thing of bread and I forgot it was in the cabinet. It was in there 2 or 3 months and it started to get moldy. The top piece. I took all the pieces out. I looked at the pieces. I cut the top piece off the other one. I ate it. What, moldy bread or bread that Cajun's got? Louisiana makes some good bread.
A lot of that French bread in New Orleans comes out of Lafayette.
Yeah.
Pouport's Bakery. They make 2 different stores, restaurants, and places that sell French bread. That's Pouport's Bakery right down in Lafayette that makes it in New Orleans for those restaurants and stuff. They say it's their homemade, but it's not. They got a podcast with Patrick Poupart, the owner. And the lady, the podcast woman was, news lady. Anyway, her stuff's on YouTube and all that. And she's got a website and all that stuff. But she was asking about the bread, and Patrick said, yeah, we make bread for 2 restaurants in New Orleans. And he named them, and he says, that's our bread to use. And you look it up over there on the menu, our fresh French bread, made daily. Well, it is made daily, but it's by Poupart's.
Well, the restaurant's going to claim it as their own. I mean, that's just how it is.
I used to deliver some of their bread. I was the keeper of the camp in Grand Chenier. I was staying in. I had my RV there, camper trailer there, and on the property, but I stayed in the house. I was the keeper of the camp. Anyway, Patrick would bring me stuff because he would come down through Abbeville, and Pecan Island to get there. So I would go to Lake Charles and deliver bread that he brought me to deliver to certain restaurants over there. Yeah, buddy.
Everybody donate. Cajun will drink the bottle of mustard.
right, Phil guy. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna jet out of here. Thank you for the link. Thank you for having me up. Fixing to eat. Food's coming on
Anytime.
the bread here. I'll fix the bread.
There you go. I'm gonna stay
Fixing
on
the
for a little while longer.
Marge
I got 5 people. So.
on 1.5 or one, whatever. But it's gonna be a big sandwich. So, all right,
There
everybody.
you go.
Catch y'all later. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. It's good seeing all of y'all again. Pluto.
See you, Cajun.
Where's that? There it is.
Mhm. There it is, and there you went. Right at an hour and a half. But yeah, I got 5. You know, it's just weird. I've been getting a lot of people in my chat. Well, 5 is a lot for me. Back in the day, I get 30 and 40 people in chat. I only had that one person pop on my Twitch channel, and I don't know who that. I didn't know who that was. They certainly didn't donate. They were messing around with me. They didn't donate any money. I hate when people do that. I had no idea who the hell that was. But on Twitch they can find me no matter what. They do it on YouTube too. But yeah, I usually have Cajun as my co-host. He's gonna do the Twitch. Me and Scott Allen were talking last night saying Scotty should do Twitch. I said, well, Scotty's got a Twitch channel. He's got 2 followers on it. He does everything else. He mainly does it off of Facebook and piggybacks. But last night was the first night that he did YouTube, and I didn't even know about it until I was doing my live streams about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And then I saw afterwards he was doing a stream, but I have to really be interested. A lot of the topics he does, I'm not really interested. It doesn't apply. I'm just like, I'm watching it, and I go, this is, I don't know. It's just, I mainly went in there just to chat with people and friends and stuff. I made friends, with UL DeBerry and a few other ones. A lot of those chats, I was just goofing around, just, doing whatever. That's how I saw it. Goofing around, I guess, is a fun thing. You know. But I wonder where. I know I got some lurkers. I know who my lurkers are. Hi, lurkers. I know who lurks in my stream. It's all good. But they just got to remember that the watch time doesn't count unless you say something once every. I think it used to be once every 15 minutes. I think now it's once every 10 minutes. You have to at least type something. Lurkers count more on Twitch than they do on. They count for watch time on Twitch. But if they lurk in the background on YouTube, YouTube don't count them. At least they used to never count them. But they changed the rules so frequently. Maybe they do now. I don't know. But yeah, it's typically something. Yeah, coincidence that Santa Claus card looks just like Scotty. I showed him and I said, I've seen this before. I got the other Santa Claus pictures over there. It's a whole set from like 2009, no, 2007, I believe. This one is from 19. It's supposed to be for various years of tops. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I think there's like 20 cards. I still have the box. And one of them's autographed from Santa Claus. But this is the only one that looks like Scotty. The other ones have, That's what leads me to do a YouTube stream half the time. I'm bored to death. I'm just like, what do I do? I mean, I'm cleaning. I'm packing a few things here and there. I'm cleaning. I'm getting rid of some stuff. I didn't do that when I moved a few years ago. I'm starting to do it now. Because in a few months, I'm trying to cut my expenses a little down. That way I can save up and actually buy a house of my own. So I don't have to move anymore. It's like the 3rd time I'm moving in the next 5 years. I lived at my last house for 13 years. And the only reason I moved because my landlord, which was my brother's ex-girlfriend, she didn't want the house anymore and just sold it. And I was going to buy it. She was only selling it for $50,000. I had $50,000. And She didn't sell it to me. She sold it to someone else for $49,000 just to piss me off. So, and in Louisiana, you only have 5 days to move. She gave me like 60 days, which, okay, that's good, but still. And then I've been at my place where I'm at now for about 2 years. But it's just too much money. So I want to condense my finances and save up some more money and get me my own place. I've never lived by myself. I've always had a roommate. One of these days I gotta live by myself. I'm gonna die alone. I already know that. I'm gonna die alone. I'm gonna be one of those people that have a trailer or a house and then somebody breaks into it and then finds my bones on the ground. That's probably what's gonna happen. That happens quite frequently. That's how they found 3 houses down. Three down as a trailer. And my neighbor said that's how they found this guy that lived in the trailer. They didn't see him for like almost a year. And then somebody broke into the trailer to get an AC and he was on the ground. Completely bones and everything. And, that's what happens when you live by yourself. But I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people on YouTube disappeared on me. See, 6 people is a lot for me right now. Well, honestly, I haven't dated in years. I don't date. And I would never get married because I don't want some woman to take my shit. That's my biggest fear. I got a lot of shit. I'm not going to sell my shit to give my money to some woman who doesn't fucking love me. It's just how I see it. And it's the funny part because my parents want me to have kids, right? I'm like, okay, my brother lived with this. My brother works with this girl. Has been living with this girl for the last 7-8 years. So that's basically a common law marriage. They don't want kids. My other brother's in Ohio with his girlfriend. No, well, wife, and then they broke up, but he still lives with her. They don't want kids. So they keep pushing me, and I said, you ain't getting anything from me. Shit, I'm at the point where I'm not going to be 70 years old having kids. I ain't gonna. No. You ain't getting in unless she hops on when I don't know, unless she hops on and rides me like a pony. I don't know. I ain't gonna I won't do any of that stuff, but my phone's red ass hot. I don't even know why. Hey, I might be making a comeback here, getting a lot of views. I need some watch hours. So hey, just watch my crap, people. Watch some videos, comment if you like. I don't know. I'm making a third attempt at 4,000. Well, now it's 3,000, but I've been affiliated on Twitch for I don't know 3.5, 4 years almost 4 years, I think. So I just didn't do any streams on Twitch because they messed up the ad revenue. They got to fix that. They run 10 minutes. Who will carry it? I don't know. My friend. At least I still think he's my friend. I haven't talked to him in about 10 years. I mean, I talked to him on Facebook or, my friend had the 316 name first. And I got it because I was trying to think of a fantasy football name. And every name I popped up with kept, So I took Field Guy, and at the time I liked Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can't stand him now, but Stone Cold 316 said I just whooped your ass. So I took Field Guy, football, and 316, put them together. But my friend has a YouTube channel, and he does like games. He'll do like Farkle and like computer games and shit. Like it's animated, and he'll voice it in the background with him and his friends and shit. And he'll have spurts where he does Farkle and Jeopardy and all those other shit. He'll put out a bunch of videos, and then you won't see him for like 4 months. And then he'll put out a bunch of videos, and you won't see him for 4 months. But his name is Jakaya316. And he's never been on my YouTube channel. He probably never will. But Jakaya, just as confused as you are. Jacaya 316. So he's my age, so he can carry that 316 name on if he wants. I don't have any relatives that do YouTube, so you know. My brother did it briefly. My friend did it, and he stopped with it. But it's going to be in my will. I'm going to designate it to whoever's the youngest. I'm going to pass it off to Kyle. Where is Kyle, by the way? Kyle, where are you at? I'm going to give him the 316 designation. You know. On Twitch, you know, when I made my Twitch channel, I didn't want the name the same, so I put 0316, which is, you know, so, you know, if anybody has the, anybody got the Twitch, they can follow me on the Twitch. I usually put banana. Put the banana. There we go. It'll go through eventually. There we go. See, StreamYards lets you do whatever you want as far as that. So, no, don't remove me from my own stage. I almost kicked the phone. But I haven't had anybody on the Twitch side tonight. Just that one person who was more than likely a troll, because I didn't know who the hell they were, obviously. It would have been nice if they would have donated money, but no, they didn't. It was just bullshit. I have no idea who that was. I really don't. I'm sure I'll get a message. Why did you ban me? Well, I asked you who you were, and you didn't say it. She was like, oh, it's me. Who is me? I don't, you know. That's like saying, oh, it's you. Who are you? You know. That's the whole thingamajig. But hey, maybe I can build the following back up and, you know, take another shot at it. Why not, right? I'm just not going to say when I'm close to the 3,000. Because I've had 3,800 3 times already. You know, and just, I'm not me. No, your Dave's not here. Dave's not here, man. I don't know where he is. No, you're Avid. AVID, Avid. Although I haven't seen that error in a long time. But no, you're not me, you're you. And you go, I'm not you, and it's like, well, yeah, you are. But you know. Oh. Let's see. Let's change the banner just for the heck of it. Since I'm talking about that. Here we go. It went up slightly. It went down and went up. Dave's not here, man. You know, if somebody could get me a 1974 aluminum penny, I'll give it away. But you have to get me one. Or if somebody can get me a 1913 Liberty nickel, V nickel, I meant to say, I'll be more than happy to give it away. You know, I gotta watch this video. Rob Finds Treasures put out a video saying that he found the 1983 copper penny. I seriously find that hard to believe. I mean, I haven't watched the whole video. I watched the first few minutes, but I don't know how to hail it. And it might be a thumbnail. I'm not saying it's clickbait, but it might be a thumbnail or something. But I cannot see how there's any 83 copper pennies out there. Maybe, but I doubt it. I mean, they got all these fake coin channels. Oh, a 1965 quarter is worth $35,000. I said, well, if that's the case, you know how many 1965 quarters I got? I'm a trillionaire. They like to do that with the 65 dimes, the 64 nickels. There's like 42 trillion 64 nickels out there, and there's like 40 trillion 65 quarters. You know, I mean, you could have 1,000 of them suckers, and they're not really worth anything. That's the whole, you know. You should look at them, Elderberry. It's an investment. Well, a lot of since they discontinued the penny, a lot of people is trying to hoard all the 2025 pennies. They're putting them on eBay for like 30, 40 bucks a roll. I said, well, shit, if that's the case, I'm gonna get me some 2025 pennies and put it up. If they stupid enough to buy them, $30 a roll, I'm gonna sell it to them. I'll tell them flat out. I'll put it in the disclaimer. It is not worth $30. But, you know, if you want to buy it, so be it. Of course, anything on eBay is inflated anyway. Yeah, if anybody's got some free money and they don't want that yucky money, hey, I'll take it. Free money is the best kind of money. I metal detected my front yard, my backyard a couple of weeks ago, and I should have filmed it, and I didn't film it. That's my downfall. I didn't film it. Well, next time I go to the casino at the beach, I'm going to do it. But a few years ago, I went on the beach, and I was going to metal detect, and some guy was metal detecting. And I went out and I started talking to him. I said, hey, and we were talking about somebody's stream. And he goes, oh, I'm in that stream right now. And it was a coin stream, and I forget, we both follow him. And I said, hey, look at that. I'm this one, I'm that one. So we followed him. He came on my channel one time, never seen him again. But he found like 50 cents in the sand. But that beach, they were always tilling every couple of days. They're always tilling the sand. So it's not like you're going to find anything deep unless you go in the water, which they got the low tide. By that point, they got the crawfish holes. You can just dig that stuff up. But that water's toxic, and I don't go in there. You know, they found the feces in that level in that water, and I'm not it's a safety issue. But last time I went out there, I walked about a half a mile. The tide was low. I walked about a half a mile out before I found any water. If I would have had my metal detector, I got to get a shovel though. I do a lot of shorts. It just don't. YouTube, this is how YouTube does it for me. I'll put out a video and it won't get any views for about an hour or so. And then like it might get 200-300 views and it'll stop. Like one video got like 1,500 views and it stopped. I put out a video yesterday, got none views. It's either usually it'll pick up in the first 2 hours and stop, or, you know, but you need 3 million views for shorts. But yeah, but I didn't film when I dug it up. But I filmed it when I found a 1974 penny in my front yard. It was about 4 inches deep, and I dug it up. I dug it up with a spoon because I don't have a shovel. I just took a regular kitchen spoon, dug that sucker up, and then I took a ladle, the last one. But yeah, I didn't film it. I found it right next to the ditch. Somebody was whose channel was I? And I hadn't been in their channel. I was in their channel this morning, and I hadn't been in this person's channel in a while. And they were metal detecting right in front of Ross. And I'm trying to remember who the hell it was. And I guess they found a few pennies here and there. But I'm starting to slowly go back into coin channels. I just don't go in coin channels when they do auctions. I don't like to sit in auctions for like 6 hours, 8 hours. I can't do that. I'm not going to buy their stuff. I'm not going to buy anything off of YouTube. I'm just not. I won't. I don't care if it's now. I even stopped doing the giveaways. Not doing giveaways, but entering giveaways. I just started entering more giveaways on that. But that coin in 1974, I didn't film it, but I still got like I think 650 views just because I found it, and that was in the first hour or two, and then it stopped. But that's usually how it is with me. Within the first 2 hours, it'll go up, 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 and then nothing. So I have deduced that YouTube algorithm will only promote you for about 2 hours, like right away. But there are some videos. I'm thinking, oh, this might get 500, 600 views, and it gets like 12. There's other videos, and I go, it's not going to get shit. And it'll get 1,000, 2,000 views, which ain't a whole lot. I mean, that Super Mario short, which is funny because I did 3 of them. The Mario Duck Hunt short, I did that. That gets about 20 views a day. I did that 4 or 5 years ago. That's well over 5,000 views, which is the most watched video. About a week later, a couple days later, I put Mario 3 up. That only got maybe 100, 200 views. Then I got the regular Mario game. That didn't get a whole lot. And then I got the regular Duck Hunt, and I put that up. That didn't get a whole lot. So I'm just like, right time, right place, I guess, for that short. I try to film the turtles and the cats. The turtles come out of the freaking ditches, but I don't get any views for that. So I never really know what's going to get me views. It's funny. Like you post something and you get views, or I don't know. I put a gecko, my last job, gecko obstacle course, and got like 3,000 views. Just a gecko climbing on a metal in a wall. All right, I whatever, but I figured I'd take one more push at getting this whole monetization thing. Probably won't happen, but never say never. You know how many people I have talked out of? There's several people that I talked out of in the last couple of years. I'm not talking about Zanron. Well, I mean, I guess I told him, but I'm not taking. I don't take credit for people's success. It had nothing to do with me. I know he wanted to quit, and I'm glad he didn't. Because I like his channel. I like what he does. He represents YouTube out there. But there are some YouTubers out there that they were going to quit, and I talked them out of it. And one of them's got like 65,000 subscribers now. Never comes in my chat anymore. A lot of these YouTubers, they get big and their head swells. They get monetized, and once they're monetized, you never see them again. I used to have a golf channel come in my stream, and they had the check mark. It was I think it was a blue check mark, and that means they have over 100,000 subscribers. And I don't remember the name of the chat. I don't even know if they're still on YouTube, but they would come in my chat, and we would talk, and then we just started talking about other things and golf. And I said a few times, I said, shit, you got over 100,000 subscribers. Shit, bring a few of them in my chat. Help me get monetized, man. Shit. Give me about 1,000 or 2,000 of your subscribers. Just tell them to watch my shit. That'll easily do it. But But I was almost monetized twice. First time I got hacked. Second time, I only needed like 200 watch hours, and I had like 3 days left, and I could not. I couldn't get people to watch my stuff. Well, after a year, that video dropped off. And that was 5 years ago when Drew Brees retired. I had 3,000 watch hours on that. And I should have went longer. Because I did 4 hours, about 4 hours, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. And I had 300 to 500 people in that chat because it was like breaking news. It was right 5 minutes after he announced that I went live. And I only wanted to do like an hour. But I had so many people in that chat. And I ended it a little after 4 hours. And when I ended it, I still had 35, 40 people in my chat. Well, I could have got monetized. And then after the year came up, that dropped off because after a year, that video will drop off. And I think I was at like 1,400 watch hours. Well, I didn't stream for 6 weeks. So I went from 1,400 to like 385 watch hours. So now I'm about 500 watch hours. So I'm practically at the bottom again. But like the other times, I couldn't play catch up. You know, maybe I'm starting to get catch up now. And you don't really need 4,000 anymore. You need 4,000 for the ads. They changed the whole whatchamacallit. So really now you only need 3,000 to have a good shot at monetization on YouTube. Yeah. Third time's a charm, I guess. You just need that one viral video. That's all. Just that one video. And you never know what's going to be viral because YouTube picks random videos. And they like to promote videos from 2 and 3 years ago. Actually, they took down one of my videos from 4 years ago. They took it down and told me the reason why. They had like 15 timestamps. Apparently, when YouTube, they always change their TOS. Apparently, they go back and the bots look at it and they say, we're going to retroactively take action. It was fine 4 years ago when you said that, but since we changed it to TOS, it's not fine now. So I appealed it. It only had like 12 views. Ain't nobody watched it in 4 years. So I'm fine with it. So I appealed it and they took it down. It was sitting there hidden for about a year. And I deleted it off. I downloaded it and I deleted it off of YouTube. And I took the timestamps and I was like, well, I could try to cut it out, edit it. I just don't know how to edit. But I still have that video. And there was another video I posted on YouTube. And apparently YouTube didn't like it because there was a Taylor Swift song playing in the background. They pulled copyright on that so freaking fast. I don't understand it. People do these YouTube channels and they got music in the background all the time. And they don't get hit with nothing. Because when you get hit with copyright, it will tell you on the video, copyright. It has a triangle. And they don't get hit with shit. Doing a show, Red Short. I can't see what that last one is because it's behind the whatchamacallit. Yeah, do a YouTube show. You don't have to. You could just do this. You don't even have to show your face. You could just do the, whatever. Get some people following you. You never know. Hell, it only takes one viral video. Xanron got that one viral video, and yeah, he's not really making a whole lot on YouTube, but he's starting to. I'm sure in another year or two he'll get up there. I mean, I remember when Goose Sports had first started, had 12 subscribers, and I was at 1,000. Now he's at 8,000, 8,000. Treasure Woman was at maybe 50 when I was at 1,200. Now she's well over 9,000 subscribers. Got 4 or 5 different channels. You got that, Oh, short book. Okay, I couldn't see it because I got that dollar sign in the way and I can't get rid of it. Well, if you use that term, live long and prosper, I guarantee you Paramount's going to copyright it. I guarantee you. Anything even if it's not Star Trek related, if you use Star Trek phrases, they're going to pull copyright on you. There's 4 or 5 entities on YouTube that always pulls copyright. Most of the time it's NFL for live games. WWE loves to pull loves to pull content, live content. Paramount's notorious for it. NBA does that a lot. NASCAR sometimes. A few of these other channels do it. Fox does it religiously. And I used to like Seth MacFarlane. But he steals people's content off of YouTube and then puts it on Family Guy, and then Fox claims copyright on it. 3 or 4 times. He took videos from YouTube, put it on his show. and got and took the copyright. You know, but probably Leonard Nimoy read a lot of shit. You know, when his zombie comes back to life, we'll ask him. Yeah, you should do. I mean, why not? Everybody should do YouTube. It ain't that difficult. You know, do some videos and stuff, and hell, you never know what's out there. And like I said, it only takes one. It only takes one viral video. Boom. Most people, some people, they don't even. You know, they don't even seek it. They just put out a video. Bam, shit happens, and you know. But that's the whole thing on that. Let's see. Oh, I just hit 2 hours, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's how Leonard Nimoy said that he read that book. He said it several times in interviews. He read that book, but he claimed that the V-Son is the Jewish son. That's what he claims. He says he claimed he got it from Jewish, and then he modified it. But you never know. But you know, even though it has really nothing to do with Star Trek per se, I guarantee you Paramount's going to pull copyright on it because that's what they love to do. You know, I tell you what, if Seth MacFarlane ever stole one of my videos, I'd sue the shit out of him. I would be rich. So Fox tried to pull copyright on my videos that I made with myself. So, yo, Fox would be paying me out the ass. They ever use my videos on Family Guy, they gonna be paying me. But oh, we'll see. I don't know much about that. But where's my drink at? I need a beer. Dave's not here, man. Need like 350 people in chat right now. No, that wouldn't happen. Tell you what, when Drew Brees makes the Hall of Fame, I'm going live, and I don't care when the hell time it is, because he's a finalist. I will go live, and I will get them viewers in here. Oh, the Galactic Republic of Mankind. Whatever they call it. What's his name was streaming live tonight? Mike Ricksecker. I think his name is. If I remember right, he was streaming tonight about something. He's usually streaming about UFOs or some stuff like that. But aliens need to come down to this planet and say, "All right, you, and you, gone." You know, take all the Democrats and send them to Mars. Or something. I don't know. Who knows? And that's just it's just a friendly joke because I joke a lot, but you know, so don't anybody take that really seriously unless you want to. I got a lot of lurkers to this, so I guess that's good. Hey, maybe my watch time will go up. But I don't have my backup restream anymore because it messes my phone up. Apparently, StreamYard is messing me up. That might have been a YouTube issue that day. I don't know. But hmm. Well, it might have been a legal alien that gave the message to mankind. I hope it wasn't. Couldn't have been a Mexican. Let's see. I don't know what else I got. I should put my money into these ad games like Royal Match and Royal Kingdom. They spend so much money on these commercials. They're paying all these damn celebrities. That's the hell with Microsoft and all these other platforms. I'm putting my money into what you call it, but I appreciate you, Elderberry. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay on for. Usually I leave when Cajun leaves. But I had 5, 6, 8 people lurking, so I figured, but well, I need the watch hours. Subs are all right, but watch hours. But I appreciate you, sir. I'm sure I'll see you down. I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow night. Probably the same time. I usually do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday now. It changes from time to time. If I get this overnight job that I'm trying to get, then I wouldn't be doing that many streams. But yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to get the masses back together. But oh yeah, I ain't gonna give up this thing. I take breaks, but I'm not gonna give it up. But I appreciate you, Elderberry. I appreciate anybody that comes in and listens to my nonsense. I used to do nothing but rants. That's what got me popular. I used to do all these damn rants, and people would come in and go, "What are he talking about now?" But you know, but yeah, until I find a backup or unless Streamlabs is starting to work again, because I can't use Restream on my phone anymore. My phone crashes every time. So I only get 23 hours of this. So I've already done 5 hours, and it don't reset till the 4th of each month. I mean, if I got like whatever, but you damn Twitch bot, get the out of my damn chat, you little bastard Twitch bot. Here's your cheap viewers, my middle finger. Yeah, when I go on my Twitch, I'm gonna ban your ass, you little cheap bastard bot. I wouldn't buy viewers anyway. I'm cheap. Cheap viewers. I'm really cheap. As in, I ain't spending 1 red cent on that. Not 1 red cent. That is one of the few things I don't like about Twitch is they let the bots sit there in the background and the computer bots can do this crap and they don't really do anything about it. They just let them do it. I don't think you can stop them because they just keep making more. But, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm getting tired. So I appreciate all y'all for being in here. I'm gonna be on tomorrow, probably around 8 o'clock. Same time, same planet. So y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next time. And I guess that's about it. We'll just let this go on for a few more seconds. And all right. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Dave's not here, man. Bye, Dave. Appreciate you popping in. Y'all have a good night.